And so I'm going to take it to trial, because what's the worst thing that can happen? And then they do some plea bargaining. And even the defense has an advantage in that aspect, because the prosecution doesn't want to take it to full trial. So anyway, who was that comment out there? I guess not. Sorry, Craig. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, comment. Was that you, George? N6V9? Go ahead, comment.
I just wanted to say that I would love to be on a jury myself, being medically retired, but I actually had to make an excuse and get the doctor's note, because if I try and sit down for too long, I would be interrupting the trial to go to the bathroom, or I would be interrupting the trial to stand up and stretch my legs instead of being in pain from being sitting there for too long. So medical reasons for me, but I hear you. People should serve.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, there's lots of reasons why people try to get out of it, but yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not the best thing. You better sit down for 4 or 5 hours straight with no breaks and take notes and pay attention for that amount of time. I can see how that could be tiring.
I just took crossword puzzles, and I went, okay, I get chosen. If I don't, I don't, and I can do my crossword puzzles. To me, it wasn't. I felt that the loss of time was less than my civic duty.
Yeah, so is that how they do it? If you register to vote, are you automatically part of the jury system, or because I thought that there's other ways to do it too? Is it based on your ability to register to vote? Is that how they do it, Bob?
Yeah, I believe so, and also DMV, registering or getting a driver's license. I believe that's part of it too.
Yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, the rule is, right, you serve one day and you're good for another year. If you get on the trial, if you go on a trial, then you're good for, 5 years. So I guess I'm good for another year.
Yeah, well, good for you. I don't know. I just came up in a family of law or whatever. It's just kind of weird that I like to do it, and I try to get on a jury, and I don't try to get out of it. But and I know you don't either. You're just you're doing your civic duty. Don't get me wrong at all. It's just I enjoy it, and rightfully so. You think it's a waste of time.
Well, don't get me wrong. I've been pulled into the courtroom, and I have tried to get off the trial a couple times because it wasn't something that interests me. It seemed really boring to me, and at the time I was really busy at work, so I couldn't afford to take 2 weeks away. So I got out of it. So it is what it is. People these days don't have a full 2 weeks to give, without any impact to their life. You can't expect everyone out there to drop everything, any point in time and take 2 weeks off to be a part of a trial that bores the hell out of them. So that's just how it is.
Yeah. Well, you don't even really know what trial you're going to be involved in, but yeah, exactly. No, I totally get it. And sitting in a jury lounge and just going, why am I here? I can do some stuff on my computer, but it's like, holy moly. So yeah, no, I totally get it. Craig.
Yeah, if they can be a little bit proactive about it, make it so that, I don't know, at least plan out ahead so that if you actually get called in, there's a higher probability that you'd actually be assigned to a trial, or at least assigned to a courtroom. That would make people feel a little better. Because anyway, it is what it is there, Bob, and the system is, at least the system in California is done a little bit differently than other states from what I see.
do you know what they do in New Zealand? How do they handle it in your home country? But how do they handle it in New Zealand?
You know what? That's a good question. I was a little kid when I left, but I think you have a jury system. New Zealand's a really small country. There's not too many crimes. There isn't the big cities in it, and I think it goes along the lines of if you get called into to jury duty, you are like 99% gonna be at least part of the system, meaning you'll be taken back to a courtroom, and then they'll decide if they want you or not. So it's a little bit different, I think, back there. So everyone I know back there has been to jury duty. In fact, from what I remember, people telling me that I've been on multiple trials, and throughout the past years and that. So it's something that I guess it's probably similar to the one in the U.S., but I think over there you're more likely to at least see a judge when you go into jury duty.
Right. Yeah, I think here it's just a big jury pool, and that's the way they can pretty much justify that it's a jury of your peers and that kind of thing. And so you never know what you're going to get. And then with voir dire, that's really why they have so many jurors, is because they can knock, especially a big trial or something that's been publicly over the media. They have to have a lot of people, otherwise there's no way they can get a jury pool, because they've got so many so they can strike so many people.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like the system is not perfect, because a dropout from high school, right? A dropout from high school who barely didn't graduate from high school. How do you expect a lawyer to break down some complex stuff, to a level to where a dropout from high school can be able to actually make